Hi everyone, welcome to Stella Rosebella, where I talk about the latest Asian drama, music, and shows. Today I want to talk a little bit, sort of, about a drama that just finished airing called Liu Li. The English title is Love and Redemption, and as I said earlier, it just finished airing not too long ago. 59 episodes, yes. But I want to talk about what I've noticed, the similarities that I've noticed between Xiangmi and San Shen San Shi, these two dramas, in comparison with this drama that just finished airing. The three of them are all 仙侠剧, but there are some similarities and just a lot of things I noticed, and I want to tell you guys all about what I noticed, okay? A little bit about the drama, Liu Li. It's about two characters. The female lead, her character's name is Xuanji, and the guy, the male lead's character name is Si Feng. So both of them are actually, Xuanji is like, her dad runs a menpai, and that she's like that menpai's daughter, but also they have their own like martial like skills and everything. And Si Feng, he's in another menpai, and his menpai is a little different because when you're at the place where the menpai is, you don't need to wear a mask, but once you go outside you have to wear a mask, so you can never take it off. That is their rule. So these two people, they somehow meet, and obviously there's a love story, and then, you know, it's all about like their story, their love story, and like misunderstandings, and then blah 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 blah, and then they go together. That's sort of the synopsis I want to give you because I don't really want to go into detail. But as I'm talking more and more about the drama, you'll find more and more about what this drama is about. And I just want to say that when I saw this drama, I just laughed a lot. I loved how the Si Feng is like really into like sort of into really like being with the female lead. It's so cute. It's like so sweet, okay? Their storyline is really sweet, and how they're all together, and like really sweet guy, and you can know from the beginning like he's like into the female lead, even though the female lead, who actually when she was born, fun fact, when she was born, everyone thought she died like as a baby, and then they buried the baby, and then all of a sudden as they were burying it, they heard the baby cry, and they're like, oh my gosh, this baby came back to life. So she's back to life, but she doesn't have a sense of smell. She doesn't understand like taste, sound, hearing, even like emotion wise. She doesn't understand emotions. So basically she is a blank piece of paper. So in why I'm saying that it's similar to Xiangmi, because if you remember correctly, Jingmi, her character is also like, I don't really know much about this world. I am a 葡萄精灵. And she's like, I don't know what love is. I don't know all these things. So I found these two very similar. But in a sense they're not, because Jingmi is already in the flower realm and sort of like the shenxian like stuff. But Xuanji, she's actually in the human realm. So there's like a little bit of a difference there. So about the male lead, Si Feng. Si Feng, his like menpai, they all have like feathers, and they can fly. They have wings, feathers. They have wings, and as you go on into the drama, you find out that actually the male lead and the female lead, like before they came down into the human realm, into the human world, they were actually in the heaven realm. So Xuanji, her character is actually Zhan Shen. So like when you see her in another outfit, and like very very powerful, and like, oh, it's just beautiful. And like Si Feng, his character actually is a phoenix, and he's actually the Tiandi's son. So that's one thing. And then when I saw that, I was like, Si Feng, and then in Xiangmi, Xu Feng, and they're both phoenixes. So I was like, what is going on? Why are there so many similarities? But I'm obviously not saying that they're like 抄袭, not at all. But I'm saying that it's so similar, but they all have their own stories. They all like 三生三世, also like the heaven realm and everything. And why do I mention 三生三世 and 香蜜 and this? Because, you know, I thought 三生三世 was like a lot already, but this drama, literally, yo, they do 九世 九生九世, which is like a lot. I thought like 三生三世 was a lot, but 九生九世 is also a lot. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what is going on? But thankfully for them, they do go into the mirror and they get to look at their previous lives. And in every lifetime, you see that the female lead and the male lead, they're always together as they somehow like fall in love or whatsoever, they end up being a pair. But always at every lifetime, the male lead dies for the female lead. So for him to see that, he's like, why is this our ending, like this time too? Thankfully, if you watch the drama, that didn't happen. Thankfully, they got their ending. They finally get to have their happy ending, which I think is amazing. I love it. So I thought that was really funny how like this drama has 九生九世, 然后 like 三生三世. I don't know what to say, but thankfully we just got like couple like minutes glances of their past 9 lives, which I'm thankful for, because I don't really want to go into detail of what the character went through in those 9 lives. And do I need to mention the heaven realm? Oh my gosh. And like, they always say the heaven realm or like whatever, it's like we're the good people, we're the ones that like said like everything that's right, it's right. If you watch the past 3 dramas that I mentioned, 三生三世 还有香蜜, they all take place. There's also a heaven realm, like a human like mortal realm, and also a yao like mo realm, okay? And who said that the heaven realm it's filled with good people? There are also bad guys in there, okay? And this is like not an exception either. This one also has bad guys in the heaven realm. So like it's just really interesting to see this theme play out in all three dramas. Even in Chen Qingling, like the Mingmen Zhenpai people, like there's also like bad people in there. So it's like really interesting to see this theme like sort of playing out in all of them. And also, are the bad, like the Mo people, are they really the bad guys? There's also good people in there. The next thing I want to mention is Tian Di. In this drama, Tian Di, obviously Tian is like the heaven, Di is like emperor, so like the emperor of heaven. There's Di Jun ma. I'm forgetting that like that bad character, the bad guy, sort of like the bad guy in this drama. He, I guess, like oversees the people down, like the land, the earth, the land. Tian Di, I don't know what to say about him, because he knew everything that was happening, like how Di Jun poisoned that alcohol to give to that guy. Like, you knew this was happening, okay? Secondly, you know that your son went down to the mortal realm to be like, to do all these obstacles, all these like trials and everything, and like you knew what was going on, and you knew that the girl found out she was Zhan Shen. You knew all these things were happening, but you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, chill and let nature take its course. You know what's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Dude! Like, there are things that you can control, you can help at least, and you knew about the plan that Dijun was having, but you didn't do it. You're just like, I just gotta let nature take its course, and you know what's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Why? Why? But I don't know, I just feel like that was just... And also, like, do you really care about your son? Like, you say that's your son, but it seems like you don't care about your son. What the heck? You're like one of the most chillest, like, TND I've ever seen. So that was like sort of one thing I was really mad about this character, even though he didn't come out much, and sort of like he did sort of solve some stuff, but I feel like he could have done more. But then he's like, I'm just gonna chill and relax, just let nature take its course. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Like, there's a reason why these things are happening. 有因有果，因有果. So I was just like, I don't know if I feel about that, but that was really, really irresponsible of him for not really like taking care of like what was going on until like the last episode when people went to Kunlun Shan to go and find you. Kunlun Shan to find you. So, oh my gosh, I don't even, man. I'm just like, what are these other people doing? Like, you know what's going on, you don't tell TND like that's what's happening. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, another thing about Kunlun Shan. So Kunlun, like this place, I first heard of it in San Shen San Shi. I guess it's a place where people who are xianzis or whoever go and like, you know, take classes there and stuff. Is this place really popular? Can anyone tell me? Even in Xiangmi, towards the end, they also mention this place. So I guess it's a very famous place, area that people go to. It looks very different in every show. Obviously in Xiangmi you don't get to see it, but in this show, this drama, you sort of get to see it. In San Shen San Shi, you see the details of it. So I feel like, is this place really popular? That's number one. Number two, because they all look so different. You know, sometimes I feel like people from like other dramas, they could make a cameo into this drama. It's like, I'm from Kunlun Shan and I am blah blah blah, and yeah, and they make that cameo. You know, I feel like that'd be really cool, like have all these other characters from other dramas make cameos into the story. That'll be really funny. I find it really funny. I don't know, but I think that's really funny. Or I feel like maybe because these three dramas are obviously different and they take place in the heaven realm, maybe they have their own dimension. Okay, their own dimension of the heaven realm. So I feel like that may be the reason why they are all so different. Okay, that's like one of my theories, why Kunlun San looks so different in each drama. So I don't know if you noticed that Xuanji's parents are the same actors who played Jingmi's mom and the emperor, the emperor in heaven. So Xuanji's dad is the one that played the emperor in heaven, obviously, but he in Xiangmi he like died. As for the one that plays Jingmi's mom, she also dies. And it's really interesting because in both of the dramas, it's just she appears when she like gives birth, and then she just, you don't see her character anymore, which I think is interesting. But I feel like because both of them, like their characters in Xiangmi, like passed away, and then maybe they like reincarnated, and then this time they get their own story where the children are their children and they're paired up again as a couple. Maybe, I don't know, that's my own like theory about this whole thing. My own like story of what I think about, okay? So there's this thing with flowers, okay? Flowers, I guess, like, they give this mood, this vibe, this like romantically sweet vibe to it. San Shen San Shi, you see that the leads at the end, they talk, like the background is like Taohua in the background. This drama, the background also pink flowers. And then the end of that episode, the end, that last scene, also in the pillow one, the pillow drama, oh my god, Feng Jiu and Di Jun. The background's also flowers. What is it with flowers in the endings? I don't really know what to say, okay? Every time when I watch these dramas, I have to watch the behind the scenes. Whew. The last episode of this drama, the guy, like, in the beginning of the last episode, if you watched it, spoiler alert ahead, okay, he dies, okay, and basically the girl is sort of like he's here and like she's like supporting him. I don't know how long it took them to film that scene, because that's where he dies. He closes his eyes, right? I feel like for the actor, he's probably like, okay, you guys say your lines and then, you know, we'll be done. I don't know how long it took them to film that scene, but I don't know how he felt filming that scene, because I was just feeling, oh my god, my back, even though like the actress is like supporting him, but maybe I'll be like, oh my back, are you guys done with this scene? I thought that was really funny. That's what I was thinking the whole time when he was just like laying like there, closed his eyes. Another thing that I noticed, I'm gonna say the editing. There's one scene that I feel like they felt like the audience wouldn't like notice, but I noticed it. Is also in that episode where Ruo Yu goes and stabs the evil guy. And as he goes stabs, you see that the girl is basically has her hand up, like holding, like her power is like holding that bad guy in the sky. But then, so if you see that episode, her clothing actually is like, there's like blood stains on it. But then when they cut to that scene where like the guy jumps up Ruo Yun to stab that guy, her clothing is clean, okay? And then one thing I want to say is like, okay, I don't know how long it took them to film that scene, but like when she changes back into her own clothing, not in that suit, that warrior suit anymore, her clothing is, you know, it's pink, it's light colored, so it's already like with blood stains already. I feel like that order doesn't really make sense, because like she didn't hug him yet when she was in that pink clothing, but when she changed back into herself, her clothing was already stained. I don't know if it's because they didn't want to like, you know, do much, or like maybe they probably filmed that scene so many times, so it's just like, you know, just might as well. I felt like that's how I felt. And then another last thing I noticed between Xiangmi and Liu Li is that the two characters' name, Si Feng and Shi Feng. I hope I'm pronouncing it. Shi Feng and Si Feng. They sound really familiar. They both have Feng in the second character, but the first character of both of the characters are different. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, so they both are similar names, sounding names. They're both phoenixes. They're both like the Tiandi's son. So I'm just like, so many similarities. Obviously, I don't know when the stories, in what order, which one was published first, which one was what. Towards the end, because Si Feng, he gets hurt because of her, and sort of like all these other things. Basically, he is not as powerful and strong as before, and Xuanji goes and takes care of him, and she's like, I'll protect you from now on. She's like, you're always the one protecting me, I'll be the one protecting you now. And I thought that was really cute and amazing, and like how she shows that strong side of her as a female character, which I really, really love and I really admire. And I don't know, I feel like maybe some people didn't, it seems like some people didn't like that switch between the two roles. I don't think that's a problem. I feel like in life, like if your partner is sick or like just not as strong before, you're not gonna like give up on your partner, right? So for me to see that sort of like role change, when I first saw the trailer for this drama, I believe I saw it last year, towards the end of the year last year. I saw the trailer for it. It wasn't much. All the impressions that I got from it was, okay, it's another like 神仙剧. And then another one talking about love. Do you really love me and everything? And then like the female or male lead, they're like some like they used to be in the heaven realm. They're like 战神 or something like that. So I wasn't really planning on watching this drama for reals. The reason why I watched the drama is because of the male lead. Yes, it's because of him. And why? Because I watched like a variety show called 一年级毕业. This show is filled with a lot of actors and actresses. It's sort of like their training type of show, and they get to, their teachers are very, very, very famous actors in the industry. So to have them sort of like guide them, so lucky. So I watched the show. For all of them, I'm just like, I'm always like looking for what drama they're in, or like what's their latest news. And then I found out that the male lead was one of the actors that was in the show, and I'm always like rooting for them because like I feel like not a lot of people watch that show, but maybe now they'll go back and watch this show. But I watched it way before everyone thought knew who Cheng Yi is. So that's why I watched the show. And I have to say the story is really, really cute, really 甜, very, very sweet. But I have to say, like, you know, it's always what the character gives / the actor, what they give, and it translates through the camera to the audience. You always get these feelings and how you feel about the character, or how you would understand how the character feels, or from that character's perspective. Everyone does that, but I feel like Cheng Yi did such a good job in terms of like his eyes. Like you can feel the emotions in his eyes. Like when it changes his emotions, you can understand what his character is going through. And I give props to him. And the actress who plays Xuanji, I watched her in another drama. It's called something Snow Tower, I believe. I forgot the name of the drama. It was like a long time ago. Like, not that long. Sort of long ago. I didn't really like the story, but her and this character is really cute. Like the way she portrayed the character in the beginning, who's like just really doesn't really know much, and like sort of like a child, very like innocent. It was really cute. I loved like the vibe that she gave off, even though like in dramas you know that the actors normally is not their voice, someone they would ask the voice actors to paying for the dramas a lot of the time. So but through her acting and like the emotions and everything that she gives, you can feel how that character, and especially when she becomes like 战神, the vibe of like how she's not that girly anymore. She's like, you see in her eyes that power and everything, like you know what I'm saying? Like she's a strong character. Seeing that side of her character, I really, really love. And yeah, in general, I have to say all the storyline and the characters and everyone did such an amazing job. And also the people who sort of control the wires, because you know the characters, they fly and everything, they're on the wire behind the scenes. And I always give props to the people in green suit, green clothing. They're always the one pulling, and they have to go around, you know. And yeah, and it's just really funny when I watch the behind the scenes between Si Feng and Xuanji. It's so cute and really, really funny. It's just like they always like play around, and then the action, and then they go into that character like 3, 2, 1, and then okay, we're gonna start. So I give props to them. And yeah, I think you should go check out this drama. 59 episodes. I know it's a little bit too much, but I feel like y'all should go check it out. If you have watched the drama, please leave a comment below with which character you liked. Do you like Si Feng? Do you like Xuanji? Do you like the other characters? And did you see the similarities in the dramas that I mentioned? In 香蜜还有三生三世. I feel like they're really similar, but obviously they're all different. But what did you think of the drama if you watched it? And I hope you go on this journey of like just go on this couple's love story and what they go through. If you like this video, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. And also, if you want to follow me, you could follow me on Instagram at Stella Rose Bella. Okay, I'll see you on the next video.